Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Avowed. We're here in Galloway's Tusk still, having finished Marius's personal quest up here in the Lost Village, which I did enjoy. I do think that the writing was still not very strong, but overall I enjoyed the quest, in his story. But yeah, we got a little bit left of Galloway's Tusk left to explore. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna head over that way, killing all these beetles. We'll probably hit that Odger pillar on our way out too, or way up there. But first, we got this guy to kill. Looks like we got a lot of Zarps in this area that we have to kill, and beetles and just other things. Back up. I can't reach him. There we go. Huh? Oh no. Good. Ooh. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Cool. Alright, I'm a fan of it. Gotta use this more often too. We haven't used our summoned spear in a long time, which I feel bad about because I do like that spear. But honestly, it doesn't really give us much that we can't get with the sword and other things. Okay, this is the way we want to go. Give me that. What do we got over here? Ooh. No. No! My last lockpick. Alright guys, we might as well just go and, you know, finish the game at this point. This is gonna be so much rage after this. Alright, let's keep moving. What are we going for? Speak to Alright, we're going to the archives. We got some bounties out here we gotta take care of too. Show yourself. Got him. Kill the collar. Froze him. Damn it, I got poisoned. Does your thing get rid of poison? No. That'd be cool if it did. That's okay though. We'll let the poison run its course. I know we've got spring berries, but I can't... Okay, let's use them. I was gonna say I can't be bothered to do it, but... There we go. Yeah, it'll give us some mana back too. Essence. Magicka. Whatever you want to call it. Alright, so this is the other side of the bridge. How long does that last? Actually lasts for a good while. Okay. Just wondering, you know, how hard it's gonna be to go through that lava field. So sneaky. Oh, nice. Guy is deaf. Beautiful. Alright, let's go up to this pillar. Primordial depth party camp. Depths party camp. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we need the rest right now. So I'm not going to. We have no conversations or anything. I will... If it... Well... We want to use Yada when we get to the archives, which you can see them now. Just look around here real quick. Yeah, what's up, guys? What? What?
Don't know who you are, stranger, but we're lucky you came past. One of our cohorts is dangerously ill. We have no resources, but you look like you might. Please, will you examine our friend and see if there's something you can do?
What happened to your friend?
Zorips. They attacked us while we were out hunting. One got them pretty badly, and the wound was infected. Did what we could, but I don't think it was enough. Saka, we're wasting time talking, though. Will you help our friend? Our friend is in the tent over there. I'll join you shortly. There are arrangements to finish.
So this is a trap. Spellblade's gloves. Parkour speed. These gloves were created by Spellblade, whose actual name is a mystery, but was known simply as Quill. He considered himself a rival to Rust, the legendary assassin that once stalked the streets of Nakataka. Whereas Rust was purely a killer for hire, Quill would only accept jobs that fit within his loose but unshakable moral code. If a target did not deserve death in his eyes, he simply would not take the job. Though his preferred method was to get up close and personal and using a conjured weapon, through a spell of his own devising, Quill was no stranger to the clean efficiency of a poisoned bolt. Ah, cool. Stellian. I don't know that you'll ever read this. I don't even know if my previous letters have been delivered, now that I've been outcast. But I've made a little home out here. It's cold and hot and dusty and terrible, but it's fine. We'll be better with you and the others here. Aside from that, the worst part is the Zarups that seem to have taken an interest. Not that I blame them. Anything that protects you from the dust and ash storms are a luxury out here. I'm not too worried. Worst case scenario, they kill me. But that just gets me to the wheel faster, and maybe back inside the keep. It's the only way back for me now, either way. Unless you're Marius. A strong stench of decay fills your nostrils. Upon examination, this dwarf is deathly pale and is not breathing. He has obviously not been alive for some time. There's no way the outcasts would fail to notice.
You know what the irony is? You wouldn't be in this situation if you were a bastard. We need your supplies. Unfortunately, we also need you to die. Can't have Solus keep hearing about us robbing people.
You're better than this. You're not killers.
We're not. We're just trying to survive. Saka, you're going to make me regret this. Get out of here. If anyone asks, he didn't meet a soul out here.
Oh, I'm telling everybody. Beware. No! Wait, can I kill you? No, please. No. Change your mind. Change it. Worst day of my life. Worst day of any life. Oh, wow. That would have tipped me off. Can't climb up this, can I? Oh, I can. No reason to, but I can. Okay. Why isn't it working? Oh, bullshit. Yeah, no kidding, Marius. Okay, we're not going through that lava field, that's for sure. What is that? Dreamthrall Swarmer.
Subtle as a mouse.
Oh, hi.
Let's finish this.
There we go. We had an essence potion on him. Nice. Alright. Well, let's look around. We might hit the archives last on the way back. I know we got some bounties out there, too. Hmm? Oh. Well, there's a reason to go to the, Audra Pillar, which is right up there, I think, right? Hello, monk.
Oh, a traveler. Just my luck. I've got something to ask you, though. I think I've come across the discovery of a lifetime. At least I will if I can figure out this puzzle, which I cannot. Can you help me?
I am quite the puzzle master, if you ask anybody. That's the one thing everybody knows about me. You're very informal for a Pergrunin.
It's all the alone time in the living archives. You end up reading some really good books. Anyway, it's like this, though. I'm in search of an oasis of fertile land and lush vegetation. I follow the energies all across the tusks, and I'm sure this is where I'm meant to go. My elders called it a waste of time. I'll show them. You and me, though. We'll show them you can find green in the tusks.
Is that a euphemism?
What? I am here on very important business, you know. The texts say that there are traces still of that miraculous work and an oasis remains. Except I can't get inside. I don't understand the mechanisms protecting the inner chamber.
It's probably electricity. Are you certain there's more to this place?
Certain? No, not at all. Nothing is ever certain. But better I investigate this thoroughly than simply give up, don't you think? Activating these sigils should reveal the oasis we've been looking for.
I'll see what I can do to help.
Will you? Oh, thank you. They said it was a fool's errand, but we'll show them, won't we? I'll be waiting right here. Be sure to let me know if you find anything, all right, though?
Why do you keep calling... don't call me doll. Damn it. Okay. Yep. Oh, I think... Yay, Bergiata. Broken fragment of an Akedan tablet. This ancient stone fragment contains rough etchings and what appears to be an Akedan inscription. Time has worn away most of what was chiseled on the stone. However, it is still possible to make out a lone figure standing in front of what appears to be an altar wrapped in vines. What? Okay. What? There we go.
Just a little spark. Charge them.
Okay. And there's the last one.
Little power goes a long way.
Ooh. Hallowed Haven. Oh, this is actually really nice. I like this. This ancient stone fragment contains rough etchings and inscriptions in Enkidan. Time and weather and whatever destroyed the original tablet have worn away most of what was chiseled on the stone. However, it is still possible to make out a lone figure giving thanks in front of what appears to be an oasis enclosed in a cave. What a nice little place for, you know, patrolling wardens to rest for the night. Very neat. I do like these things.
How goes the puzzle solving?
I've solved it.
It's real then? The Oasis? I can't believe it. I mean, I never had any doubts, but at the same time, I must get in there to investigate. The elders must bow to my wisdom now. If you'll excuse me.
You're excused. And you're welcome. Is there anything up here? No. Alright. The archives look like it's gonna be a cool place. Ooh, we got a shade over here. Trying to sneak up on him.
Keep quiet.
Nice clean kill.
Good. So we got another one over there. That's a wraith. Be very sneaky. Oh, we got another beacon. Ash Forest beacon. Got you. What? It canceled my thing. My black bow. Actually, the black bow would have been a terrible choice for this anyway. Because they're skeletons, you know. Oh, wow, night fell really quickly. Give me that. Okay, so we got a Zarp over here. An injured Zarp. How many? Ow.
Convoy to the right.
Their aim is too good. There we go. Go ahead and heal me, please.
I'll fix it.
Thank you for the shield. Alright, loot him up. Oh, missed one back here. Alright, should we go rest? Rest until morning? We can get Yatsley and get that, thing back. I feel like we just don't use, Giada much, and I really like her. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Little nighttime travel. Is that a person up there? It is a person. Thanks for helping me, by the way. Jerk.
Who goes there?
Hey, Yora.
Thank the gods. You're just flesh and blood, the same as I.
Yep, just like you. Of course we're flesh and blood. What else would we be? Ghosts?
If you spent as much time in the ashes as I have, you'd not speak so lightly of the spirits. They come at night, you see. The blights, the whispers in the dark, the undead there in the shadow of the mountain. It isn't natural, none of it. And yet I'm made to be out here alone, with each plea for a transfer, or at least some company, denied.
Who did you piss off to get an assignment out here?
Everyone, I suppose. You publicly agree with Councilman Kostya one time, and suddenly, you're a pariah forced into the wilderness alone.
See, we were having a discussion several episodes ago about Kostya and like the government system of Solace Keep. And I think you guys as well as myself were under the impression that they were... Actually, I guess I didn't know if they were elected or not. This here kind of implies that at least Kostya wasn't elected if he has... like... I don't know, like if one person agrees with him one time, they're a pariah and forced into the wilderness. Doesn't seem like he got many votes if that was the case. I'm not really sure. It seems more like maybe there's like political parties and it's just whoever is the leader of that party gets in on the council. But again, that means Kostya has like no backing. I don't know. She's gonna try and ignore their government. They were trying to be kind, I suspect.
You have an odd opinion of kindness, Outlander.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't deserve this. And you know what? Maybe Kostya was correct. Maybe our oath to Nandru will doom us. Maybe we're going to die because we care more about a dead symbol than real people. Anyway, I've been talking too much. I need to return to my duty. Forgive me for cutting our conversation short.
You are forgiven. Yep. Enjoy your duty here alone. I'm gonna take your weapon and your food. Have fun. Okay, so yeah, we'll come back to that one. Let's go kill these bounties. I guess it's just the one. Kill Destal.
If we're near Solace, that cartographer should be close, shouldn't they?
Didn't we find the cartographer? Okay, we got another one of those things. Man, this place is kind of cool.
Got eyes on something?
Oh yeah. What do I need? I need this one. Did I break him down? That should kill him. Good. Okay, it's frozen. Is that star metal? Hi, Destral. Woo-wee, that's some... That was some intense magic power right there. Putrescent brain. Yeah, against a single opponent, if I get my combo off on him with Marius, you know, rooting him, that's so good. Okay. I guess that was pretty easy. I guess we'll investigate the forest outpost, Homecoming. Since we're right here. Kind of forget what this quest is about. What is it about? Oh, this is Petru. Right. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. Hello?
Looks like you're lost, Amaku. No one's allowed in here. Especially not outsiders.
Your captain isn't being held for a crime, but for animancy. You're fine with that?
Petru chose to defy Solace Keep.
You trust your counsel so blindly it'll get you all killed.
See, you outsiders and your presumptions, always thinking you know how the world works. Let me tell you a secret. I don't trust anyone. I'm just here to do my job. Get out before we use your bones to make Petru a new cage.
This doesn't need to end in violence.
No, it doesn't. But it absolutely can if you wanted to. What will it be, outsider? Leave or die?
Please, be reasonable.
Asking you again. Leave or die?
I'll go.
Good.
I think this quest is done, guys. Unless there's like a secret way in. We'll take a look around. It does look like there might be a secret way in. Because, like, I don't really want to go against, that counselor. If I can avoid it. Okay. We're in. Could be very quiet, guys. Make no unnecessary noises. Wait, are we in? Where am I? Definitely take that. What am I hearing? A lockbox. Okay. Wolf pelt. Oh, Gartrine trophy.
Let's take these things back to camp.
Nice.
You can fiddle with them there.
Well, I'm glad I found that. I don't think this is gonna work.
Look alive. It's the envoy.
I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm out of.
Couldn't have done it better.
Need a minute.
What do you mean?
Give me a moment.
There you go. Whoops. Alright. I'm really sorry about this. I didn't mean to. I guess we're doing this, though. Because I didn't save before I did it, because I'm dumb. I don't think I did anyway. We'll check after this.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Well, I guess we're doing it. Oh, did I save? Autosave. That was an autosave not far away. I don't think I do it. Yeah, as curious as I am, I don't agree with me doing it. Although I do think it's bullshit that they spotted me. I'll say that much. But we can definitely get this thing. I can't just. Okay, I can. Cool.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me this. And give me this. There we go. Go ahead, disarm that. Alright. I don't know, maybe we can go back and tell the one lady that they wouldn't let us in. Like, do they really expect me to just, like, assault the guards for this? I guess, you know, like, there obviously was a way to persuade her.
Didn't you hear me the first time?
Oh. I'm here by Minhala's orders. She asked Mina to check on Petru, and Mina sent me.
Did she know? Petru's not exactly someone Mihala's feeling charitable towards right now. But with the way Mina's been knocking back ale, I can believe she would hand off a job. She's not doing well. Go ahead then. Talk to him.
Awesome. Don't know why that worked. Don't know how that worked, but I'll take it. Looks like we might have been able to sneak in that way. Maybe that would have been a better way to sneak in. Oh well. We've been allowed in. That's all that really matters. One hell of a prison, though. That's for sure. Did you guys really need this big of a prison? What's this say? Instead of being a written record, there are sets of markings on the wall that seem to track the depths of magma in some crude way over a number of days and weeks. Huh. Hi.
You're not a warden. How did you... Wait, I remember you. From Fjord.
Oh, so this is why you didn't want me to tell anyone I saw you.
Yes. You are a funny one.
I'm hilarious.
God, I just realized. Your face, you have the same features as Nandru.
Uh-huh.
Somehow you got past the wardens to find me. Why? Who sent you?
Had a strange feeling someone important would be here. Mina did. She was worried when you didn't return to the keep.
Mina? Truly? She and the others back at the keep still hold me in their prayers? I didn't dare hope. I wasn't sure what they had been told of my fate. Mihala ordered my own wardens to kidnap me. And here I've been ever since.
They're loyal to a fault, which ought to be the official motto of Solace Keep.
Marius, is that you? Well, I suppose there's no reason to feign ignorance now. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Why would Mihala do something like this? Like that?
I underestimated her conviction and overestimated her tolerance. If you've ever been to Solace, you saw the obvious. The keep is dying. Our people are starving. And if you've read my journal, you know I was trying to counteract that. To fulfill my oath to protect Solace. I wanted to use animancy as they do in Fjord, to feed the ground and make things grow. To revitalize the keep. And it worked. I produced bountiful crops so quickly. Berries the size of a Zarib's head in a few days.
Doing all that with no prior knowledge of animancy couldn't have been easy.
I found a way to procure animancy equipment from Fjord so I could conduct experiments. There was much trial and error. Regardless, Mihala wasn't pleased. I took it upon myself to try it anyway. I thought that if I succeeded, I could sway our leader. I could not. I expect I shall remain here until Mihala has a spare moment to sentence me. I'm sure the punishment won't be pleasant. Once Solace turns its back on you, there is little one can do to regain its favor. Marius knows that well enough.
Ha!
Well, I turned my back on Solace, but there really isn't that much of a difference.
Please, you must help me get out. Give me a chance to help the others, to feed my people. Tell the guards what you've learned. Get the key from them. Let me out, I beg you.
Animancy is not a crime. We should not treat it as one.
Man, the worst part about how bad the Marius thing is they keep continuously referencing it again and again and again and again. It's like, my goodness, guys, you did not do a good job with it. Stop it. Man, we look pretty far away from Solace Keep here, huh? Hey, yeah, can you let him out now?
So, you done talking with the prisoner?
I've determined he's innocent. I'm letting him out.
What? On whose authority?
You don't need to know.
Fuito, you Outlanders really are arrogant. But this is good. I don't need a reason not to kill you then.
Alright, this time I was just talking. And they attacked me. Not my fault.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Glad that's over.
I kind of want to go back to Mihala and see if she if I can convince her, but I've already done this and god damn it. Curse my curiosity. Curse it. It's gonna be a real pain when I go back, and it's not gonna be like there's nothing I could do. But man, if it does have a way for me to convince Mihala, that would be great. Do we want to just go back there now? We do have the bounties to turn into. We might as well do this first. Yeah. We'll explore the northern part of this area too. On our way up there. We should have something to eat. Some spiced sausage. We got some spiders up here, it looks like. Nice job, guys. Anything down there? I just realized we're already halfway to 26. That's nice. It is seeming like level 30 is probably the level cap, if there is a level cap. Got some sort of camp up there. Not seeing anything down there. Ooh, what is this? Hello. Oh, this is the treasure map. Oh, nice. Umbral Needle. It's a dagger. Restores 2% of damage you deal as health. 50% damage against enemies with full health. This obsidian dagger was forged by unknown creators using unknown but almost certainly wicked means. A sense of bloodlust and a primal need for violence all but radiates off this cruel weapon, and a faint feeling like the beating of a heart can be felt while holding it. Blood that coats this blade does not stay warm for very long. Within seconds, all of the essence and warmth is drained from the blood into the dagger and siphoned directly into its wielder, healing wounds and allowing them to stay in the fight for much longer than they otherwise would be able to. When enough blood has been spilled, the dagger's thirst can be sated, albeit only temporarily. It seems that no amount of violence will ever be able to satisfy the umbral needle for long. Oh, cool. That was a nice little find. You know, I wonder if, like, I bet this cloak that or this robe I'm wearing, I bet that was a treasure map that I just happened to find. Now I'm thinking about it. Which makes it a little less awesome that I found it, but I found it without the treasure map, which is cool.
Behind also left a message.
And I would have found that without the treasure map too, so very cool. Alright. What's this? Ooh. Hello? What's this message? Note to fellow wardens. These belongings are evidence in the arrest of one Renato Varga on suspicion of theft. He is currently detained in the tower outside Solace, pending further judgment. In the meantime, please refrain from tampering with the scene of the crime. Warden Goran. Oops. That was my bad. Okay. Let's keep moving. We can just hop down here. Hop over here. Ow. Damn wizards. Oh, hey. Can I help you, Mr. Skeleton? We had a diamond on him, nice.
Nice work.
Nice work indeed. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Oh, I forgot to explore that right side of the Ash Fortress. I'll try and remember that when we go back. Okay. I don't know. Depending on how long this place is, I don't know if we'll be able to finish it this episode. We're gonna try. We are going to try. Hello there.
We must leave.
We can't. You know we can't.
We must leave. We must leave.
We must leave.
Can't. You know we can't.
But Elder Grigor can't fight them.
Uh-oh. Hey, guys. No? Speak to Elder Grigor. We got a merchant up here, too. That's nice.
Sick. Just sick.
Dream Scourge?
I have wares.
Hi.
Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer I've seen since this nasty business here started. Anyway, you looking to buy something?
Are you not bothered by what's going on here?
Bothered? Yes. Concerned? No. I am capable of handling myself. Don't you worry.
Well, that's good.
The concern's appreciated, but I've got mouths to feed. Namely, my own. We all do what we have to do. Besides, better a death that people talk about for years to come than, starvation. So, care to take a look at my wares?
Sure. Threads of the Faithful. Ooh. You and your companions slowly regenerate up to 50% maximum health. You and your companions deal 10% more damage. These once fine robes are worn and tattered, though that does little to take away from their majesty. They were originally worn by a devoted scholar priest of Magran, who possessed strange and unnatural abilities to read from and speak directly to the minds of other living beings. Though his name is lost to time, the name of his town of birth, Xianao, is not. This town was the epicenter for a strange, unexplainable event that ended with the disappearance of every living inhabitant save for the scholar priest. Some believed that their souls lived on in him, making him a strange amalgamation of all that once inhabited Xianao. While this is almost certainly a tall tale, stranger things have been known to happen. Cool. It's too expensive for my taste, but cool nonetheless. Rather. Some money from the gems there. And I suppose we should be selling these things too, since I'm not going to use them. Okay. It gets us 113,000, so we'll be able to buy that armor when we go back. Ooh, Greaves of the Exalted Stride. 10% resistant to poison and bleed. Even your companions receive 20% more movement speed. A common problem for the heavily armored warrior is that foes in lighter armor can easily outrun or outmaneuver them. To counter this problem, the arcane knight Phaesa Adaris etched and enchanted these greaves personally. Being able to keep up with enemies alone was not enough. She wanted to ensure that her entire squad could do the same. These are the end results. Much to the shock and dismay of lightly armored warriors, relying on their superior agility to keep them safe. The boots of blinding speed.
Where's the glance?
Actually, did you have lockpicks?
Welcome.
You do. We're saved. Playthrough saved, guys. 12 lockpicks.
You outlanders, help us!
I will.
You, by the gods, deliver us! They've gone mad. They're destroying everything.
The behavior change that sudden isn't madness. They become dream thralls. Where are they?
The archives. My monks are tearing our books apart. I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about the garden were already going missing. But the Book of Oaths and the Book of the Before, we must hold on to those.
Say no more. I have literature to save. Hell yeah, man.
Gods bless you. We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the parapet. It should still be there. And the Book of the Before should be in the main library. Now go, please. We've already lost so many precious texts.
This is the biggest tragedy that has happened in the game so far. It almost made me want to ignore all this loot and just go for the stuff, but... Let's go. What? You don't have the key? Dude, I'm not gonna use my lockpicks. Literature must be saved, but not at the expense of my precious lockpicks.
Quiet, Nimble.
Fear in the eyes!
Purge the blind! Egworth and Rob! And Rob!
Kind of stuck. Oh god. What do I do? What do I do here? Should probably heal too. It's one down. Is the other one dead too? Are they all dead? Somebody over there. Give me this loot. Okay. There's a lot of monks in here. Eliminate every dream thrall in the monastery. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing that. These books will be saved, damn it. Ooh, a lockpick. Nice.
It disturbs us. Hurry and run. Protect the unborn.
What do you mean you don't see anything? He's right there. Nice. Good. Okay, we got the key to the courtyard. Get all that. Ooh, it goes even further up. Oh, whoa, whoa, I didn't even see you there. Lock him up. That should burn him. Good. Okay. Heal us. There we go. Give me that. Give me that. You guys still taking damage? What's going on there? Okay. The Book of Oaths. From Solace Keep, we watch the garden. From Galloway's tusks, we watch Solace Keep. From our birth until our death, we uphold our duty. We honor those who uphold our mission, and reject those who do not. For now and forevermore, we are wardens of Solace Keep. The next several pages have been torn out, leaving only line after line, page after page of signatures. These are the names of the Pargunan Solace Keep, who pledged themselves to Nandru's word. Ooh. Elara's Grimoire. It's got Spirit Lance. Ooh. Pool of Aora, Freezing Pillar, and Meteor Shower. Damn. That's pretty good. That would allow us... Ooh. We're gonna... We're gonna use that, I think. Elara was a wizard of some renown that made a name for herself during the War of Defiance. She graduated from the Bragenhill Academy with distinction and with barely a moment to rest, boarded a ship for the Eastern Reach. Tensions were already high when Elara arrived, and it was only a few months until the war broke out. Still loyal to her empire, Elara fought on the side of the adherents to great effect. Entire squads of enemy soldiers fell to her powerful evocations, but eventually her life was claimed by the war, as so many others had been. Boom. New book. Doesn't look very fancy. It's got some blood on it, but that's okay. Cool. So that means I can get rid of this move and put something else there. So we could put you there. Here we go. Oh, wait, we can get rid of that too. Oh, shit. So we can go boom, 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 and now, boom. We can put, Marius has already got stuff there, we can put you on 4. There we go. Yeah, it saves us some space, and hopefully with that ice pillar we'll still have some really strong AoE going into fights. But we could Pool of Aora, ice pillar. Oh man, imagine we get the Pool of Aora up to like 4 enemies. Oof, that'd be fun. Seems like all the enemies are dead. Nope, it still has the optional thing of killing them, so they're not all dead yet. Oh, really, nothing up here? Yeah, here's something up here. Elder Gregor's notes. A number of notes here detail the thoughts of the monastery elder in recent days, mostly musings about the state of things at the monastery. A few things stand out. The telescope has been broken for weeks now. At some point, a new initiate from Solace dropped the main viewing lens and shattered it. The glasswork is very precise, and the eyepiece itself enchanted. Replacing it will be a nightmare. Supplies are currently in a state of excess. A merchant has taken up residence here in the monastery and has been facilitating the trade of old relics, retrieved from a sealed-off chamber in the bastion, which had recently been unsealed, revealing many weapons of war that were of no use to the monks. The volcano has been more active recently. It hasn't stirred like this in many years. Feels like a bad omen.
Now that is an impressive piece of engineering. I wonder if it can see beyond the stars.
I'm more worried about that volcano being more active than usual. I have a inkling that the choice for this zone is going to be flooding the place with lava. Don't usually use a lockpick for that, but I don't know where that person is, so. Can I use this? Cool though. Okay, so how do we get down to where we need to go? Was there a path going down from here? Yes, there was. Okay. I didn't see this here before. Monk's Journal. I don't understand what's happening here. Last week, one of the initiates threw a book in a fit of rage, but I was in the room with him, and we had been working in silence until then. Elder Gregor swooped in to give him an earful, but then it was over, and I didn't think I could ask more. And I don't know this initiate. Maybe they're prone to anger, I thought. Then Soren started picking fights, talking about the trees and how the gardener is angry. I don't know who he means. We all take turns in the garden. Writings of Serena 5. In hope for the renewal of solace, the scholar Serena, who is called the Strict, presents these flakes to the families of the keep, that they might by debate and dissemination be napped into sharper points. Number 1. When our founder Nandrew said, "Do not alter what I have taught you," he intended that we live our entire lives in accordance with his teachings. Number 2. The people of Solace have turned away from Nandrew's words because the stone where that word was carved has been lost. Number 3. But the word was never in the stone. The word was in the people. It is the responsibility of the people to rebuild the broken word. Number 4. The word of Nandrew instructs us to build a mighty fortress and to marshal our power within it, that it should stand even when the world's foundations quiver. Number 5. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the people to rebuild the might of this fortress, even as we rebuild the word. Number 6. Obedience to the word of Nandrew is false unless it is accompanied by investment in the world of Nandrew. That is, labor in the service of Solace. To divest from Solace is disobey Nandrew. Number 7. Man, there's a ton of these. There should be no wealthy in Solace until Solace is wealthy again. The paid exemption to Corvée should end unless the payment goes to fund the Corvée. There should be no safe in Solace until Solace is safe again. The paid exemption from service in the Wardens should end unless the payment goes to the fund of the Wardens. That sounds weird. Probably not a good idea. Neither station of birth nor status of the quarter should exempt anyone from labor. I think it's supposed to be exempt anyone from labor and service of Solace. Number 10. There should be no word of Nandrew except the word that is practiced. There should be no written word that overrules the word that is spoken. Horrible idea, by the way. Like, you always want to write down your rules. Number 11. The body of law that has been recorded since the day of Nandrew in the interpretation of Nandrew's life and teachings, which is to say the lessons of Nandrew, has no legitimacy and should be closed unread. 12. The strength of Solace is in Solace. Citizenship cannot be purchased, but only earned through works. Interesting. So outsiders can become citizens if they work. Oh, vicious voice crack there. Number 13. It is said among some kith that tradition for tradition's sake stifles change. Indeed, steel must bend lest it shatter. But does the ship keep its keel only for keel's sake? Yeah. The keel stifles change, so that the ship will not overturn. Does the foundation keep its cornerstones only for corner's sake? Yeah, the cornerstone stifles change so that the wall will not topple. That's a good point. I actually like that one. 14. In all things, Nandrew's word prefers the tested way to the untested. We are all sorely tested, and we must return to the tested way. 15. Oh my god, this keeps going. The word of Nandrew should not be reserved for the literate. All should have equal access to the word. Also a good idea. For the most part, I like this, other than wanting... I guess we'll talk after. We'll talk after. 16. The right to serve upon the council should not be conditioned upon knowledge of the written lessons, but only upon knowledge of Nandrew's word as it is spoken. It's strange. I'm gonna get into it real quick. It's really fast. It's strange that she's all about, you know, like tradition and stuff, but it has to be spoken word and not written word. Whereas when you have a set of laws like that, inherently the spoken word is going to shift through the generations. That's just how it happens. And it's going to be those who are in power that it's going to favor, right? It's going to be the poor who suffer from it. However, the laws that she's presenting are trying to be very communal, right? Like trying to not have a wealthy class that is able to get out of work and all this stuff. It was interesting. It's an interesting set of laws. However, again, usually if you have traditions like this, oral traditions, inevitably as generations go by, they will shift and change. Which maybe that's her point. She's not saying that it shouldn't change. Oh, it's interesting. Anyway, number 18? No, number 17. The first use of the smithy should be to arm and armor solace. The last use should be ingots for trade. 18. Any smith who is held in debt bondage to a trading family and who practices Abaddon's craft to pay down that debt should be released. That debt should be annulled. 19. The penalty for placing oneself before solace should be service. Those who believe that they can be exempted from the work of defending and building solace because of their wealth or heritage should be the first slain in battle and set the deepest in the mines. Damn. 20. But for those of wealth and heritage who place solace before themselves, there should be recognition and reward, as there is recognition for the keystone and the lintel and the column. They are the column of solace. They are the keystones and the lintels. That's dangerous. Anytime you give the wealthy any leniency, you know, it's just, they're just gonna take it. 21. Those who interpret the word of Nandrew from the lessons of Nandrew and the customs of the law are the enemies of solace. Those who seek the word of Nandrew and the spoken teachings of Nandrew are the heart and the hand of solace. It's interesting. Okay, out into the courtyard here.
Quiet as a soul.
Oh, you moved so quick. He should burn to death.
Another soul for the wheel.
Alright, gotta get that guy. First time we're using this. That didn't work like I thought it was gonna work. Get that shield out of my face. There we go. Alright, we need to get some mana back. There we go. Grab that, grab that. This place was probably really pretty before the Dream Scourge struck. There's loot over here. There's a plant over here, or a mushroom, rather. Got something up over here. Oh, this unbars the door. This is the front gate. Ooh, lockpicks, nice. Still not gonna use them for that. I can get out the normal way. I think I can anyway. Alright, that goes up to where we were just at, right? Where we just read all those laws? Yeah. Okay. Might be a little bit of a longer episode, guys. I want to try, if we can, get to the end of it, but don't know if we will. Hello?
Thank you! Oh gods, thank you! You're a blessing, envoy. Thank the gods.
We'll take care of the dream thralls. Don't worry.
Thank you, yes, thank you. But I can't leave yet. I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of here and start my life again in Solace. It's called The Book of the Before. Have you seen it?
The Book of the Before? That's the one Elder Gregor requested.
He what? Oh, no. Please, no. You've got to give me the book instead.
Why do you need it that badly?
Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. I want it as a keepsake.
What?
Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
She sounds desperate. No way she's not up to something.
No shit, Sherlock. Why would I... Like, you really need to come up with a better story next time, girl. And then it's not happening.
Right behind.
Okay. Bang! Take care of you. What we got going on over here? That dream thrall's dead. They're dead. Dead. Hi there. Dead. Who's got this guy now? Don't kick me. How dare you?
That's done?
Alright, so we've killed all the dream thralls, it looks like. Oh, over encumbered. Go ahead and just break down both of those things. That should give us plenty of carrying capacity. Alright, so it's somewhere in here, this book. I like how we came here to protect it. Protect all the books, and we we used a bunch of meteor showers inside the library. The Blacksmith Knights, a short history of the Knights of the Crucible. Oh my lord. This is from the first game. If the blacksmith fails, the armor fails. If the armor fails, the soldier fails. Ulrin Seinhod, first guild master of the Knights of the Crucible. The Knights of the Crucible have one of the most fascinating and rich histories in all of Aora, currently holding a position as an incredibly influential group in the Deerwood. They come from humble beginnings. There may not be a single person in all the Deerwood who knows exactly how much they owe to the Knights. The group has existed for years, long before they even became known as Knights. They started as a group of blacksmiths led by Ulrin Seinhod, who came together to form a guild. Ulrin felt it imperative for the members to unify, sharing their knowledge through the guild in order to keep the skills and techniques they had spent their lives perfecting. He called the guild the Crucible, insisting that, though their work was used for destruction, they should always be remembered as creators. They would be known as the vessel that withstands the fire to deliver a new form into the world, forged in the fire and all the stronger for the tribulation. Ulrin began being a veteran of many battles, knew the importance of impeccably made armor and weaponry. He also espoused the necessity for members of the guild to be trained in martial combat. The only true way to make a proper suit of armor is to be the one who must wear it. Olvin led the guild for many years, instituting a policy that any man who wanted to join must not only be a skilled blacksmith, but also take the time to learn how to hold himself in battle. He added a training ground to their guild hall, and there was scarcely a minute of daylight that didn't see members out on the field, honing their fighting technique. Because of this, the guild earned the nickname Knights of the Crucible. They became a de facto militia for the Deerwood, an honorable group that many turned to for help. They were known to be fair, ethical, and quick to respond. The Knights chose Abaddon as their patron, dedicating their work to his name. To honor him, they incorporated his symbol into their own and wore it on their arms. Many of the Knights took this honor further, regardless of what material a suit of armor was made from. Something on the right arm was made with iron, celebrating Abaddon's moniker, the Iron Arm. Both of these traditions are followed by some of the Knights to this day. That's cool. The Knights' smithing skill led them to be known throughout the land as the premier artisans of their craft, leading people to call any item of exquisite quality of the Crucible. Also cool. I love this book. Their training and dedication truly came into play during the War of Defiance, locally known as Hadrat's Rebellion. Olrin, knowing the importance of winning this war, sent out a call. All able-bodied knights were to join the militia. They quickly proved invaluable to the cause and helped turn the tide of the rebellion. This was particularly true in the Battle of Defiance Bay. Admeth had already been lost in a previous battle, and morale for the Deerwood and militia was failing. With the help of the Glenfathan astrologers, the knights were able to rout the Imperial force and secure victory for Deerwood. The new Duke, grateful for the help and knowing that without the knights the Deerwood never would have survived, it made a decree. The knights would thenceforth be welcomed into the Duke's castle and become his official royal guard. In recent years, the Crucible aspect has fallen by the wayside in favor of Knight. The requirement that the members be proficient in both smithing and martial combat has loosened, to the point that anyone who applies is guaranteed entrance, even if they possess little or no smithing experience. This is an allegation that is vehemently denied by the Knights. Yeah, the Knights of the Crucible were cool. I don't remember who we sided with in that whole battle. Oop, there's the book, it looks like. Burned bounty list. Dona. In exchange for the following text, supreme rewards you shall, and a return to the keep. Bounties. Much of the list is burned, but the following is legible. Memories from the garden acquired. Records of the construction of the bridge to the garden acquired. The book of the before, Furia, or the word beneath the keep acquired. Blueprints of the sluice acquired. Original surveys of the mines of Mount Foria acquired, and Nandri the garden acquired. Well, probably shouldn't have left that line around, huh? Psalms to Boudica. Ye exiles, ye broken, fear not the vengeance of the burned queen. She watches from her throne, ever vigilant. She hears the oaths thou doth speak at her altar. She hears the oath thou doth speak in thine home. She hears the oath thou doth speak in the dark. For ye who would keep thy word, thou shalt escape the justice of her gaze. Beware, ye liars, ye unfaithful. Beware ye with a hardened heart. Beware, for the eye of Boudica will not be blinded. She hears the sundered oath. She is not fooled by the winding path. She attends the broken promise. She sees the deceiver. There is no shadow to dark. Her gaze will find thee. Her justice will not be restrained. The fires of justice will never be quenched. The throne will crack. The law will burn. But the queen that always will be, the queen that was always will be. Speak not an untruth, or thy tongue will be bound. Remember thy place. Remember thine oath. Remember thy queen. Yeah, it's too bad that she's super arrogant, huh? Otherwise, she'd be kind of nice. Or cool. But we've met her one too many times, in my opinion. To believe anything she says. Okay, another book over here. Meditations on the Garden. The garden is something different for each of us. A sacred duty handed down by our forebears. A responsibility without hope for reward. A glorious glimpse at something beyond our imagining. A place where our most intimate dreams can come true. A paradise where fresh water flows like lava, or where crops grow unburdened by sulfur and ash. A playground where laughter blows like wind, or a silent sanctuary to soothe the faithful soul. Some say a god lies there, while others believe it is a trick, played by our ancients, to give us a reason to live in this furnace. There isn't just one garden, but many. One for every soul that has ever served it, defined by our hopes and dreams, and darkened by our regrets. It's deep. So deep. This must have been the guy we just killed. Yeah. Ambushed him from above. Oh, let's just go back upstairs. Yeah. There's our book. The Book of the Before. The ruins of those who came before are to be found all throughout the living lands. Those who came before must have the entire isle under their control. Building such wonders must have taken centuries of work. They are found beneath even Solace itself. Ooh. These were a people who thrived until they did not. Yes, these lands are beset with evils, and yes, the beasts that roam and the plants that grow are cruel. But such a people as those who came before could not have been brought low by mere bears or a putrid fungus. Only a spiritual rot could so destroy a people. So I pray to Wodaka for guidance. So I pray to preserve my soul from the true evil of these lands. Is that Nandru's words? Because that means he's saying basically Sapadol is an evil, right? And he's asking for protection. So maybe that's why he went to Wodaka, and that's why he built Solace Keep, to protect people from Sapadol so she'd never escape. So the dream third. Ah! Okay. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. Choice is a luxury we earn through peace. Struggle is our fundamental nature. Even when our war banners sit idle, mankind foments strife. Friends argue with fists, lovers kindle jealousies, merchants compete with lies. Wherever mankind goes, struggle follows. Magrin is goddess of fire and war, not bloodshed and conquest, though many in Radceris would tell it differently. How bitter they must be that Magrin's priests were able to destroy a god made manifest. How bitter indeed. We who worship Magrin are not addled barbarians or cloistered mystics. We are soldiers, armorers, watchmen, and bodyguards. Artisans of conflict and protectors of our families and flags. We do not salivate for battle. We view war as unwelcome. But struggle is our fundamental nature. We do not pray for strife. We pray for the wisdom to resolve it quickly. We do not wish for war, but when it is inevitable, it must be fought. We find divine ecstasy in discipline, efficiency, and excellence. Magrin, guide us to the battle that is just and fair. Let us be your fire that burns away the profane, leaving only the righteous. If struggle is our fundamental nature, let victory be our inevitable state of grace. Very cool. Another book. Oh, we read that one already. Meditations on the Garden. Alright, I think we're good here. This just goes upstairs, right? Just double checking. Alright, let's get this to Elder Gregor, and then we'll wrap up the episode. Oh, there's a chest here I missed. There we go.
Envoy, book! I need the book. Have you got the book of...
I found a list of stolen books with your name on it. Can you explain?
I don't know anything about it.
Think hard before you get yourself exiled. That attitude won't go far in Paradise.
Please, just give me the list.
Who's the buyer? Tell me what you know.
No, I can't do that. Just
Give me the damn list!
You're the thief. The one who's been stealing all the books, aren't you?
Me? That's an insane accusation.
I think Elder Gregor needs this more than you do.
No. Please don't.
I'll think about it. No, I mean, like, you're not giving me anything, girl. Like, I'm sorry. Plus, some of those books might be something I need. Never looked in here. Diary of a Merchant. The strange lethargy has lingered over the brothers for some weeks, the elder tells me. They seem to fall at random to this malady. Gods know I wish I could have the chance to sleep as much as the sleepers do. At least I'll have a good beer brewed by the brothers before bed. The brothers barred the door to our room. The sleepers aren't fucking sleeping now. Something happened to them. They're trying to break the door down. We're going to have to make a run for it. Nanju, get me back to Solace Keep. Okay. Look at that view. Hey, buddy.
The books. For Nandru's sake, do you have them?
Give him the burned list. I found this in the library. Dono's been stealing your books.
What is that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Donna, were you so unhappy here that you had to do this?
The damage is probably done, but at least you can deal with the ones responsible.
I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... Oh, it did not have to be this way.
Do you know anything about this?
No. It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. But, well, there you are.
I have the books. Take them.
Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and the Book of the Before. Our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave us now. May this token show our thanks, and may Nandru's blessing find its way even to you.
Thank you. Even to me, huh? Alright, quest completed. Alright guys, we're gonna end the episode here. In the next episode, we will return to Solace Keep, try and talk to the counselor, turn all the bounties in, and then we'll make our way back to the prison if we need to. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.